remember saying something that one day I will be on TV.
Sure.
But, you know, I wasn't sure if it was actually going to happen, but I knew that it's something that I would love to do. It's something that I really, really, really love. Yeah. I-safety yami yabantu abami is compromised. I lay awake ngizibuza ukuthi kungenzakalani. Sanibonani Mzansi. I would like to thank each and every person that has made a donation into our Back and Body campaign. I would also love to thank those who have made a deposit into my personal account. All the monies that are coming in are making a huge difference in our lives. My kids and I are eternally grateful. We are deeply humbled by your kindness. For those who still want to make contributions, whether into our Back and Body campaign or into my personal account, there's a link below and you will find it also in the comment section, and my personal banking details appear on the screen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi everybody, Sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Please do make sure that you are subscribed on this channel. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are back from church, okay? Or some of you are still going to church. Pray for us, okay? Have you ever tried to do two opposite things at the same time? Because today I'm trying to get some rest and catch up with work at the same time. I know it doesn't work, but I'm trying to do it. Anyway, you guys, let's talk about what's happening with the story Gcina Mkhize, because they've written an article on the Sunday World where they are giving details as to what's happening with this house that she is getting evicted from, and she's refusing to move out of the house. I have issues with this story, you guys, because I do feel like Gcina Mkhize did not tell the truth initially when the story came out, okay? She was trying to tell us that it's possibly some syndicate in Johannesburg that is now selling houses, you know, people's houses without them knowing, okay? So you find people having multiple, you know, papers of the same house, okay? So she was trying to make us believe that this is this kind of a situation, and I don't believe, you guys, that she ever thought that it was this kind of a situation. She just wanted the public to think that it was this kind of a situation. I believe that she did know that the house had already been auctioned off. I believe that she had already sent the documents that this guy here had bought the house at an auction. She might have had a dispute with the bank or her lawyer, because now it's about the lawyer. The lawyer was supposed to fight the auction and she didn't, okay? That whole thing we were not told in the beginning, because in the beginning it was a syndicate. In the beginning you did not know that there was an auction. So how was the lawyer supposed to fight against the auction that you didn't know about? How did you get yourself a lawyer to fight the auction when you didn't know about before the auction took place? Okay, so I do feel like she did not tell the truth. Now, is she really in a space where she needs help? I think that she is. I think the house story is true. I think that the house has been bought by somebody else, and I think that person is renovating the house. We saw it, okay? But how it happened and if she knew about it, that's the part that I feel she's not telling the truth when it comes to that. That's why, for me, I feel conflicted when it comes to that, you guys. So like she said, there are banking details that you can donate to, and also there's a Back and Body campaign that has been opened for her. Guys, Back and Body is actually a good platform, because before they even put your campaign as a campaign, you have to provide documents to prove that you need help with money. And then they would, let's just say that you need help to pay for your car or pay for petrol. They're not going to actually give you that money. They want you to actually give them the account of the garage so that they can pay for your petrol. So it works like that, okay? So I think it's a good platform if you want to donate, and at the end you want to go back and see if, you know, get a record of how she used the money, okay, rather than just putting the money into her account. But if you want to, you can also put the money straight into your account. Another issue that I had with this story, you guys, was that when she started posting about the story, people that were coming into the comment section asking her questions to say, wait a minute, but this doesn't make sense. She was ending up deleting those comments, okay? One person even posted and said, listen, this woman keeps deleting my comment, but I know the guy that bought this house, you know,
And because she's lying about this situation, his kids at school are getting bullied because they are saying the father is like an evil father that is bothering Gcina and kicking Gcina out of her house. She needs to start telling the truth, okay? So now, not only was she lying about the fact that she did not know about the fact that the house had been auctioned, but there was someone else that, because of this whole thing, has been presented at this bad person who just came to her house and wanted to kick her out with her kids, and he did not care what happens to them, when the guy actually had offered her options, you guys, even an option to live at the back rooms. She did not want to do it. And also there's a mention of the flat that was offered that she did not want to take, so I don't like the fact that that person now, to the public, they look like evil people that just came and demolished the house when you knew what was happening. Okay, I don't feel like she's fighting the correct people here. Okay, the bank might have done something funny. Maybe she needs to fight with the bank. The lawyer might have done something funny. She needs to fight with the lawyer. But the fact that she was saying it as if this guy just came out of nowhere, that I don't believe that is true. Now, you guys, this is what the Sunday World has written. This is a story by Umbalente Zuma. It says, former Isibaya actress Gcina Mkhize and her two daughters are sharing their contested Johannesburg home with two male strangers. She is refusing to vacate the house and is awaiting an eviction order from a man who claims to have purchased her home from an auction after she failed to make her monthly installment payments. Okay, there was a report that was talking about her owing 200,000 rands in arrears, but it wasn't like they are saying that was the amount that was left on a bond for her to pay. 200,000 rand was like if you add the payments that she had missed. Because I saw somebody saying, but how can this guy buy a house for 700,000 when she was owing only 200,000 rands on the house? I believe that the 200,000 rands was the area bond payments that she hadn't made, but how much was still left on the bond, I don't think that they've spoken about that, but they did mention that the guy had bought the house for 700,000 rands at an auction. Speaking to Sunday World, Mkhize said that she and her former husband purchased the property in Glen Vista, south of Johannesburg in 2015 and lived there with her two daughters and two sons. She said when she divorced in 2018, the decree of the divorce stipulated that they must both contribute equally towards the bond payment of the house, and it was a shelter for the kids. Okay, her ex-husband moved on with his life and left me with my 4 kids. I was a single parent and all the bills were on me, and I had only one source of income, rather. Mkhize said that the former husband defaulted on the bond repayment until the bank decided to sell it. She stated that the situation worsened in 2021 when she lost her sole source of income due to the cancellation of Isibaya, where she played the character called Jola. After some time, I received summons from the court, and that was when I tried to contact some guy. But his wife told me that he had died during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, this one doesn't make sense. Which guy was this? Okay. I was then referred to an attorney, okay, Petunia Mkhize, who deals with repossessed house cases. I met her and we started the process early in the year 2023. But after some time, I received summons and a judgment from the High Court. In August 2023, she received a document stating that her house would go under a hammer in October the 3rd, 2023. She told me not to worry. She would stop the auction in court. She came to me in September the 28th in the evening to give me a notice to defend, to sign, saying that she wanted to go to court on October the 2nd to stop the auction. Mkhize said that Mkhize arrived one day with her associates and informed her that the auction had been cancelled. However, a few days later, she received a message from an unknown man saying that he had bought the house at an auction. All of this, you guys, is happening when? 2023. He then showed me proof that the house was in his name. I later questioned Macingwane as to what happened. I then asked her to give me the physical document that she supposedly filed to stop the auction. But to date, she has not produced these documents. My mistake was to trust my attorney with everything, but not to do the follow-up. She said Macingwane later told her that she would buy the house and rent it out to her for 12,800 a month. Then Mkhize received the lease agreement. She told Macingwane then that she was not comfortable signing the lease agreement. After the time, the man entered the house while I was with my two daughters and my sons were not present. When he noticed we were ignoring him, he closed the water supply, cut the padlock, and entered the yard. Mkhize then reached out to Operation Tutula, whose members came to the house and told the men to switch on the water supply. Afterwards, the men came with other men to the house and kicked the gate open and entered the yard. They then had a bride there. They later threatened me. I then called the Operation Tutula and SAPS, who came and diffused the situation. In July 17, the man returned and told me his brother-in-law would be moving into the house, and there was no way that he would be paying rent for him when he owns the house. The two men are currently occupying the house with us. He has been demolishing so many things at the house, but I will not move out of the house because I had no intention to move out, and I believe my attorney was the one who failed me. Mkhize believed the house was bought unlawfully. This man refuses to apply for the eviction order because he knows there is a process that needs to be followed before I can be kicked out of the house. Once the sheriff serves me with the eviction order, I will have 14 days to oppose it, and I will oppose it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, I'm looking for something that is going to make me feel like this woman is doing the right thing by staying in that house, and it's not there. It's not even in these details that are given here. I don't know. I would think that for me it would just be too stressful for me to be fighting for this house. Also, you guys, with the donations, I'm wondering if she is wanting to use the donations to fight this case, because there is a waste of money. It's even better if she's gonna use the donations to get a different place for her and the kids to live. This is like a lost cause for me, honestly, because then she's going to be spending on the legal fees when she is currently in a difficult situation financially. You know, just it's hard, but I think she needs to let go of this house and make other plans as far as where she's gonna live with her kids. That is just my opinion on this situation. Also, you guys, it's a tricky thing when especially people in entertainment sector, when they say, you know what, I've done so much in the industry, I deserve better treatment and I deserve more money, so I'm not gonna beg for jobs, you know, which is what she has said herself, that she's not gonna beg for jobs. So if you're not gonna pay her what she deserves, she's just not gonna do it. Okay, because I kind of feel like it's better to beg for a job than to beg for donations. I feel like that, you guys. I feel like that all of us, not all of us, some of us are in those 9 to 5 jobs where we feel like, hey, I shame. It's slavery, you know. It's slavery. It's 2024 days, because if you look at your salary and what you have to do, it just doesn't. It's not making sense. Okay, but you still take that job because it makes a difference in your life until you find another dream job. You are going to take this job over here even though you are not happy with it. So it's very tricky when in the entertainment space they can say that and then they end up not working, and then a few years later they are back to begging the public for assistance. Also, a lot of the celebrities, we don't see them helping a lot when it comes to other people coming out to say, I'm in trouble, I need help, because we've had other celebrities that have been in a similar situation, and we don't see you also joining in the donations with everybody else. But when it's your turn, other people are supposed to support you. So it's a tricky situation, okay? But guys, like I said, there are banking details here, and also she says that there is a Baker Body campaign that has been opened for her. Go to her Instagram, and there is a link there that you can, I'll see if I can get it in fact and put it on my comments so that you can click on it and then you can go and donate. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Cool.